Alright, y'all.
That's what you want. Let's do it.
That's what we finna watch. Y'all see the caption? The mom realized her son is a mass killer.
Yes, sir. What's good, y'all boys? Y'all see what we got. That boy the narrative, he locked y'all in, man. Let's do it. Welcome back, man.
Yeah. In the mall. They in the mall.
Yes, sir. Damn. What would you do if you realized your son was a killer, bro? Would you turn little bro in?
Man, let us know, cause
Man, we finna get into it, man.
I ain't gonna lie, me and my son running through that mall. I ain't gonna lie.
Terrible parenting is crazy.
Just we need more people inside to help clear the rest of this building. We're finding more victims.
I don't want to be crass, but I know dead when I see dead.
He's a loner. He never really had a lot of
Dang.
We
friends.
got some ish too.
What about it did you enjoy?
It look like he playing the game.
What's
In
that, AR?
2016, terror erupts at the Cascade Mall in Burlington, Washington, as a gunman opens fire in a ruthless act of carnage. Authorities respond in force, but by the
Man.
time they arrive, he's already
Why that
gone.
look like the case?
What follows is the relentless pursuit of a killer hiding among an unsuspecting public, culminating in a bone-chilling confession that exposes the cold, calculated mind behind an unspeakable massacre. The following is based on official police records, and most of the footage has never been seen before. Please note that while some of the following CCTV footage is intense,
Never been
it does
seen.
not show anyone being physically harmed or injured. In the early evening hours of September 23, 2016, the Cascade Mall is filled with its typical crowd of families, young children, and casual shoppers. What none of them realize is that a calculated predator walks among them, whose deadly intentions are about to turn their quiet night out into a waking nightmare.
He look mad.
Just before
I
7
took
p.m.,
off.
the first
You ready?
911
If you see his
calls
ass, you
begin
go.
flooding
I'm
in.
gone.
Yeah, fast.
There's a shooting. I'm sorry, what's going on? There's a shooting at the Macy's in the mall. Okay. Whereabouts at the mall? Whereabouts at the mall?
You didn't hear the Macy's, nigga?
Man.
What you talking about?
Okay, ma'am, are you safe where you're at? Where are you at?
Bro, that's just pissed me off. Why is she asking her that, bro? She already told her where she at.
She trying to get her kid.
That's like with call dispatchers, bro. When I be seeing these, they just be like just trying to get information after they just told their ass. And that shit's annoying. Like, stop doing that. Listen.
Man.
Did you see the person in our vehicle? I saw him inside. There's people wounded on the
Damn.
floor.
The response from local law enforcement is both swift and overwhelming, with more than 200 officers from 27
Yeah.
agencies converging on the scene.
Nigga.
Believing an armed suspect might still be inside, officers in full gear move into the mall.
Damn.
Inside, they're met with the tragic aftermath of unspeakable violence.
2-5 Cascade, I've got 2 victims down bleeding in the makeup section.
2 victims in a makeup section.
2-5, I got 1 rifle left in this area. 1 in Cascade and 1 down.
3rd victim.
We need more people inside to help clear the rest of this building. We're finding more victims.
With the possibility of an
after
active
3?
shooter still inside, paramedics are unable to safely enter the mall to reach the victims. Police continue to move through the building in teams, methodically clearing each area as they search for any sign of the suspect.
Do we have confirmation suspects are out of the building? Do you have confirmation? Because we do not. Negative. Racy, we're working our search.
After multiple sweeps of the building, a horrifying reality sets in. The killer has escaped, leaving behind a Ruger 1022 rifle on the cosmetics counter. Paramedics enter to assess the victims, and 1 is taken to a local hospital. The rest are beyond saving.
Damn.
Investigators turn to mall surveillance footage, hoping to identify the suspect and trace his movements. This haunting footage
He's
will
walking
later
like ain't
reveal the
nothing
deadly
going
attack
on.
inside Macy's, and with it, the chilling realization that Macy's may not have been his initial target. Meanwhile, officers systematically move from store to store, locating survivors. Throughout the night, emergency dispatchers receive a staggering 675 calls from those in hiding, Witnesses, people seeking information, and families desperately trying to locate their loved ones.
My girlfriend's mom works at Macy's, and someone just told her what's going on, and I'm trying to find information for her. Her mother's name is Shayla Martin.
Shayla Martin.
She's alive.
As survivors are evacuated, a bus arrives to transport them to His Place Community
Man,
Church,
why they put her whole
the
name on
designated
there?
reunification
They
site
need to
where
block it
anxious
out,
families
Man,
wait,
that's crazy.
hoping to see their loved ones walk through the doors. But some refuse to board, unwilling to leave without knowing if their loved ones are safe.
So I have one more person who missed the bus and is missing his daughter. Was his
Damn.
daughter on the bus? No, she was in Macy's.
Investigators work urgently to obtain CCTV footage that will soon reveal the truth about what happened during those terrifying minutes. But before they can begin to piece together the full story, their first priority is clear. Track down an unidentified killer who is still on the loose
Like
and
that.
could strike again at any moment. One witness told investigators she saw the shooter retrieve the rifle from the trunk of his car, which she described as a blue four-door sedan with a large dent in the side. Street cameras captured a similar vehicle leaving the area at the time of the shooting. By the following day, the suspect was still on the loose, leaving investigators turning to the public for help. They
Dang.
circulated a photo from Macy's CCTV in the media and set up a tip line, receiving more than 300 leads. Most
Shit.
led nowhere,
His
but
ass.
one name came up multiple times.
I got a stepson, and he's got a stepbrother, and he thinks that's him.
Did I get his name?
I know him by just one name. It's Arjan.
Dispatch, can I help you?
Hi, my name's Emma, and I saw pictures on Facebook of the suspect, the shooter, and I think I might have an idea who it is.
What's the name you think of the person you know?
His name is Arjan Chetin, and he's from Turkey. So it's a little strange name, but it's spelled Arcan.
And what's the last name?
Chetin, Cetin.
20-year-old Arjan Chetin,
That's bro right there, bro. She got his government first and last name. She go to school with bro or something. How she know?
There go his certificate.
There he is right there. Damn, buddy. What was you going through?
was born in Adana, Turkey, and immigrated to the U.S. at the age of 6, is now a key suspect. Detectives locate Arjan's mother, Hatice, in the hopes she can provide confirmation of his identity.
Are you aware that there was a mall shooting last night here in Burlington?
I watch your TV.
Okay, yeah. So we have been given information that your son is the one who's responsible. So I'm sorry to just throw that on you and shock you. So that's why you're here.
But he was with us yesterday.
Hatice explains that Arjan was in Oak Harbor with her and her husband for dinner around 4 or 5 o'clock before leaving for his job at a local restaurant.
Do you remember what he was wearing yesterday? Did you already ask that?
No, I didn't get there. I'm sorry. Thank you.
I believe like his shirt, short and t-shirt.
Shorts and t-shirt?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what color was he wearing? You remember?
I believe like a navy blue,
A navy blue?
and the t-shirt, the color was dark.
Damn, does she not know
But I
that
don't
he did?
remember what was the
She
writing on
probably
it.
don't.
I want to show you a picture.
Okay.
And,
Is that navy blue?
I want
It
you to
look
take
like
your time
it.
and
Well,
look
it
at
look
it.
black, but
And,
it's...
and tell me if it's your son.
Mhm.
Shit, whatever.
That's him.
He
Damn.
shot and killed 5 people yesterday.
Oh my God.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my God. Where did you find it down?
She just identified her son. She ain't even...
No, she didn't say that's him. That was the officer that
Oh,
said that's him.
okay. I was
Then
gonna
she
say.
was like, "Oh my God!" Like,
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. We're still looking into that. So I don't have that answer. I don't know.
And I don't know if my husband knows where he's down.
Arjan's stepfather, David, a retired U.S. Navy serviceman, is also shown an image of something he may recognize.
Does that 22 rifle stand out to you?
It looks like my rifle.
When David checked the place where he normally stored the firearm, he discovered the .22 caliber rifle was missing and confirmed Arjan knew exactly where it was kept.
And has he
Got
shot
it.
that specific gun?
He has in the past, yes.
So he knows how to handle a 22, at least.
I've taught all my kids how to handle a gun, plus he was in ROTC on the shooting team.
Okay. So then he knows how to do pretty well. Okay. Has Arjan talked to you all day?
No, I have not talked to him since he left yesterday.
Okay. What was he driving yesterday?
My wife's 2005 Chevy Cavalier.
Okay. You know what color that is?
Blue.
I'll make this nigga do that shit though.
That was sitting out.
It's a 4-door and both back
Sounds like
doors
bro
are
got a
vented in.
decent.
Investigators
decent label
confirmed
so
Arjun's
far.
vehicle had a dent that was consistent
got
with what
that.
witnesses stated. Between that and a positive
Yeah.
identification
That's
from his
you, buddy.
photo,
Yo,
the
it's
shooter's
over
identity
with,
was
bro.
confirmed to be Arjun.
Yo, pops.
For his mother, the confirmation was devastating.
I'm in shock now. I'm sorry. I can't believe that. Oh my God. So, oh my God. You know what? I need to smoke. Okay. I'm gonna give you just a second before we go smoke, okay?
I need a blunt. Fuck that.
Yeah, you got me the wood.
Can you find some tissues, please?
This boy done got into some shit.
I'm just gonna find you some tissue.
Crazy.
I really like that. It's really sad. How many people?
Well, you know,
I really love my phone. I'm really people.
With his identity revealed, the hunt for Arjun began. Cameras capture Arjun on the night after the attack entering a convenience store. Several minutes later, what appears to be an officer or security guard enters, but finds nothing amiss. As Arjun checks out, the man behind the register has no idea he's face to face with a murderer who just took the lives of multiple innocent people. He exits the store and vanishes into the night, on his way to the highly populated city of Seattle. On September 24th, he enters the iconic Space Needle, where he casually eats lunch and enjoys the sights alongside
Bro
unsuspecting
just going on with his
tourists.
wife. He ain't even
Nearly
changed
24
clothes,
hours after
nothing.
the mall attack, Arjun returns to his apartment in Oak Harbor, where police have been conducting surveillance and place him under arrest. In the days following, Arjun is interrogated multiple times without success, answering questions with "I don't know," and often smirking at investigators.
No, I can't say. I can't say that.
It isn't until November 2nd that he finally agrees to explain what happened at the Cascade Mall and the twisted logic behind his actions.
Why Cascade Mall? I don't know. Because there's a lot of places, I mean, you're from Oak Harbor, there's a lot of places between Oak Harbor and Burlington. What made
The number of people.
Okay.
So as long as it's a big place.
Okay. And so why Macy's?
I just went in there.
And where did you go first at Cascade Mall?
Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay.
And well, I was gonna go in the theater, but the doors are one way, so you can't just walk in.
So you actually went into the theater?
Yeah.
Okay. And what did you do when you went in the theater?
Look, I went inside the theaters and looked at places at people.
Okay. So to get back into that area, can you just walk around in there, or do you have to do something?
I bought a ticket.
Okay. Do you want to take an actual movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna watch it. I just wanted
Okay.
to get in the back.
This bone-chilling confession comes just 4 years after the 2012 mass shooting at a movie theater in
Damn.
Aurora, Colorado, where
Dang, that's crazy. That shit was crazy when it happened.
12 people
Oh,
were
that
killed
was-
in one of
that
the
shit's
deadliest
crazy.
attacks in U.S. history. After gaining entry to the theater by purchasing a ticket for the movie Snowden, Arjun heads to the back exit door and props it open with his cell phone, planning to return later. A man notices the phone and turns it into an employee, unaware that this simple act may have saved countless lives. One witness recalls encountering Arjun as he returned, only to find the phone was gone.
He wanted to know about his cell phone. He thought I had his cell phone. He was really aggressive, agitated, wanting to know where his cell phone was, what I had done with his cell phone, something to that effect. I mean, there were like 3 exchanges that I finally said something like, "Get the hell away from us, you're crazy," or something. I mean, the final time I was annoyed, and I said something like really aggressively. And then I think he turned around and like went back in toward the theater.
Surveillance footage next sees Arjun return to the kiosk, telling the female employee the phone fell out of his pocket.
And you said you worked in some theaters?
Right.
Okay. And how do you remember how many?
Like, until I found one with like plenty of people in it.
Okay. What did you say 20 people? I mean, how many you were looking for?
The whole theater.
The whole theater?
Arjan is seen entering
he
Theater
think
11
he-
multiple times throughout
He
the
think
evening.
he buddy.
Later
Man,
that night,
he-
a 911 call
he
reported
awesome.
spotting a suspicious
That's
individual.
crazy.
He came in, we were sitting in the back house right next to the aisle, and he came in just to my right, really like he flew open the door and ran in, and he said, oh, and then he stopped and turned around and ran out. And I turned to my wife and I said, I think he was in the wrong theater. And after everything happened, I thought maybe that it might be possibly the shooter.
Investigators determined that the 32 people in Theater Room 11 were likely his target. They also noted that the guests in this theater would have been close to exiting by the time he returned, meaning the only other theater with guests left inside would have been the children's movie playing in room number 13.
Damn.
Whether he would have targeted children is a question he'll soon confront, and one of many harrowing revelations yet
What
to
y'all
come.
think?
And had they not found your phone, what
You
would
think
you
he
have done?
popping?
Hell yeah. He was walking by them kids like he ain't even
Okay,
care.
where would you have shot?
In the feet, in the head.
Okay, I know in the head. So would you wait for it to come out?
In their seat.
This nigga's
Just
bold.
like in the back of
I
the
mean, he
seat.
already convicted.
So you were just gonna go down the aisle and just headshot him?
Yeah.
Just in the back?
Right.
Dang.
Okay. How full was the theater?
It was just people that were more than those in my gun.
Okay.
Cause he ain't even
How
have
many
to
people
tell them
do you
niggas
think
that shit.
in that van?
Could
How
have
many
just said, no,
people do you think you
nigga,
could
is
have
that
died?
crazy?
All 25 for how many bolts had.
When his plan unraveled, Arjan set out to find a new one, staking out multiple areas of the mall while his gun remained in the trunk of his car.
And then what happened next?
I drove to the Macy's side.
Okay. And then what?
Scoped the place out again.
Okay. And also through the Chuck E. Cheese?
Through Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay. And so you scope out, and kind of what's going through your mind as you're scoping out?
All the places I'm gonna hit.
And so you walk through Chuck E. Cheese. Why do you pick Chuck E. Cheese?
No, I was trying to work with nerve.
You were trying to what?
Work with nerve.
Okay.
So.
Sure. I mean,
Especially with more people. There was more people in there.
okay. So,
Children. So, because it's just children's place.
so did you have an aversion to not wanting to do that to children, or?
I didn't care.
After admitting that his presence in a children's place would be suspicious, Arjan says
Yo,
he
this
car and
nigga is
drove around
nuts.
to the entrance to the women's
What the
space.
fuck?
With
Yo,
unnerving clarity,
this nigga said
he
I didn't
exposes
care.
The full extent of the horror
He
he
needs to be
unleashed.
under the
So
jail.
you walk in.
Fuck.
See the first person. Where did you
Like,
see
let's
that?
look how he throw that
License plate
motherfucker
rack.
dope, bro. He getting
And
in
so-
there. I'm talking about.
Was that just the first person you saw, or you
First person that saw.
Okay. And what happens when you see her?
Sure.
Okay. You remember how many times?
2.
Okay.
Surveillance
Two
shows a
Yeah.
teenager shopping in the junior's
We need
clothing
one,
section
man.
as
Alright.
Arjan lifts his rifle. Seconds later, she falls and disappears from view behind the clothing racks. The first sounds of gunshots were heard by several shoppers, who initially failed to recognize them for what they were.
We heard like, popping noises, and originally I was like, oh, that's weird, fireworks are going off.
Bitch, what?
And then it hit me, I was like, that's gunfire.
In
And
the
so
mall, bitch? Yeah.
we heard, preceding the first couple pops, there was yelling and screaming. What caught my ear the most was just the victim screaming, and it wasn't anything intelligible. It was just pretty scared screams.
Yeah, she's sitting in her own person.
There's 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Empty.
Okay. What about the second one?
I'm gone. I ain't hiding, bro.
She said,
I'm sorry.
Why did you say that?
What, I heard the first gunshot. I'm sliding.
You know, see how he was down the aisles?
Bro, I'm in the corners, bro, on that nigga. What?
That
Bro.
bullet is this big.
You know how that shit was when we niggas got shot at, bro.
Yeah.
You better get loose, nigga.
Okay, so he's
You
looking at
better
you.
duck.
Okay. And he said, I'm sorry.
If I hear that shit far, I
And
might run. But if I hear that shit close, I'm hiding. Fuck that.
where do you go?
I'm not finna be the next victim.
Place for the 3-1, right?
The
Where you
footage
go
then
hide in
captures
that
an employee
motherfucker, though?
ducking
It's straight
behind the
closed.
counter at the
You
coffee
gotta
In the
get
rack,
in them. Yeah, you gotta get in the middle of the
I'll be in the
rack.
middle of
Squad
the
down.
rack.
Look at what they do. Damn.
Yeah, they tripping. I'm gonna be under that shit running around.
I'm crawling the opposite.
I'm gonna be running.
Oh.
I'm gonna just duck.
Cause I feel like they can see.
Right.
He right there. I'm running.
Damn, look at the clerk. Ah, he right in front of them.
He shoots the employee as she desperately
Yeah,
tries to
that's
crawl
fucked.
away, then
Crazy.
mercilessly turns his weapon on the woman and her mother.
Did they say anything to you? No. Okay. They scream or anything like that? The whole store screaming.
One witness, who was initially mistaken for a suspect due to hiding from police, had only just arrived at the mall when the shooting began.
So tell me, what did you do immediately when you got out of the car?
White shirt, so they think it was like a flag of surrender, right?
What did you do immediately when you got out of the car?
I walked up to the door and asked if the movies would still be open, and I said the whole mall's being closed because there's a shooting, and everybody needs to leave, and they started telling everybody to leave. Everybody started moving away from the doors, and I said, everybody get out of here.
Where was it that the police, the state patrol, that ended up, the ones that brought you here, where did they come in contact with you? Where did they get you out of?
When I was by the Corvette and pointed out my name on the license plate,
okay.
They told me to get down. That's why I kept walking around the car, because I knew they knew I was in trouble. Okay. Did you
Yeah. Why is he crying like that though? Like,
did you know?
I understand that shit was like traumatizing.
As soon as I seen the military rifles, I knew they were. I just didn't want them to shoot me too. Like,
Boy said he came when the shooting started or when it was over? When it
While
started,
survivors
right?
struggle with emotional scars,
So he did
those
get to
who
see
lost
that.
loved ones are left grieving.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Among the victims are 16-year-old Sarai Lada, a cancer survivor, 61-year-old Wilton Charles Chuck Egan, a Boeing maintenance worker, 52-year-old Shayla Martin, a Macy's makeup artist,
Dang, that's what they
64-year-old
called
Belinda
it.
Goldie, a probation
Oh,
officer in
he
Snohomish County, and her
She got a
mother,
kid
Beatrice
too,
Thompson,
chat.
who is 95 years old.
Damn.
95.
In the aftermath, a security
Wow.
guard recalled the
Jesus.
moment he rushed into Macy's and saw the victims, only to later meet their families outside the mall.
I spent 8 years as a combat medic during Vietnam and all that. And I don't want to be crass, but I know dead when I see dead. The thing that bothered me the most is I came around over by Macy's, and there's a gentleman standing there leaning up against his car, his truck. And I said, sir, I'm going to have to ask you, you need to leave. And he says, well, I can't. My wife and my mother-in-law are in Macy's shopping. And he described them. Guess who I was looking at when I walked in there?
Damn.
Okay. So I said, all right, sir, I'll just need your name and I'll let officers know you're here. And as I turned, I saw another gentleman, Hispanic male, smoking a cigarette. I said, sir, you need to leave. And he said, F you, I'm not leaving. My 16-year-old daughter's in there shopping.
Damn, that's what they
And by this
showed.
time, I'd already gotten wind that there was more than two. And I just went, good God, these people are going home alone tonight. And there's nothing I can do. And I found out I really had a problem because I had to lie to him.
The security guard recalled speaking with the employee Shayla just before her shift began.
The unfortunate thing is that just before 3, as I was coming into the security office, I did say hello to the young lady who was killed in Macy's.
You do remember
What you doing if you're a security guard?
Absolutely. I mean, she always
You
had
going
she's
out there to
always
see what's
sit
up?
outside,
And
she's
you in your little
always
office?
If I ain't got no
she
gun
was
though,
like, "Hi,
if
how
I got a
you
gun,
doing?
yeah, I'm
How
gonna go
you
see
doing?"
that.
You know, and it's one of those things that you never really think twice about. But then you
Because
realize,
he gonna
oh,
think
people
twice
are
once I
like-
start shooting back.
Investigators are on the verge of
Yeah,
uncovering the dark
That's it. He a young
impulses that
nigga.
fueled
He a young.
Arjan's
He
rampage.
just expecting nobody to
But
have
before
no
they do,
gun.
Yeah, facts.
Arjan
Everybody
details
just
what
shopping
unfolded
and
after
shit.
the massacre. And the
You got two
horrifying
security
next
guards,
steps
one
he
on
had in
each
mind.
entrance, and they both shooting at each side of him. He goes, oh shit.
Man, he ain't leaving
No,
alive.
that shit comes
Yeah.
funny. I'm like, I got out of there before they.
But I ain't even gonna like. I'm just gonna try to keep him there.
You ain't gonna
Shoot
try
at
to
me.
kill him?
No, I'm gonna try to if I get a shot, but like,
There was cops coming from everywhere.
With the
I'm waiting for them
overwhelming
niggas to
presence of
pull
law
up.
enforcement in Burlington,
You
Arjan
seen how they
began his
came in
drive
that
to
bitch?
Seattle.
Oh,
I was
Lenny.
actually going to attack Seattle on Monday of the 25th. Okay. So if I had another gun, okay, that was waiting Monday, because Monday, that's when my parents got off. Because I knew I was going to get caught. Just go to my parents' house, they had nothing to do with it. I was just going to get their gun. Okay. And then shoot Seattle. Anywhere in particular in Seattle you were looking at now? My place.
Pike Place is a massive outdoor market with more than
Dang, that's what
220
he should've went
independently
first,
owned
man.
shops
That's crazy
and
for me to
restaurants.
say.
That's crazy. I'm over here
Wow.
talking about
Visitors per
man.
day.
That's crazy he
Wow.
even did that shit, but like.
Number of people. Okay. And how were you going to do that? My dad's home cage.
Thankfully, Arjan was found and arrested before he could enact his deadly plan.
That boy, wow.
As Arjan continues, he finally gives detectives an answer for what drove him to attack the mall.
The attack was inspired by Tucker. Okay.
Wow.
What? That's
They
all?
should have invited Paul, the magazine that they purposely run. That's Baggy.
Arjun shows investigators and an FBI agent a copy of the magazine, along with instructions he said he once used to create a bomb, which ultimately failed. In an interview with investigators, Arjun's ex-girlfriend Molly described the cold and detached way he once spoke about the Oklahoma City bombing, a terrorist attack which occurred in 1995.
There was a bomb that went off in a city and it blew up the whole entire place. There was a kids' daycare in it, and there's a memorial for it.
I see why this nigga is so mad. That's his girl.
And I was talking about how sad it was.
Yeah.
All the time.
Nah, let me stop.
I was like, what do you mean that's horrible? There were children. When I went in there was like people like, you know, having
Probably was.
children and
I'm pretty
toys
sure
and stuff
they
like that
were.
that it showed. I was like, no, somebody probably did something to deserve it. I was like, but a bunch of people that, even if one person did something horrible, why did all those people have to get blown up? Why not talk to somebody? Interacts like, that's how you deal with it.
As the investigation unfolded, those closest to Arjun were questioned, revealing unsettling glimpses into his behavior and the early indicators of a deeply disturbed individual.
Can you describe Arjun as he's growing up? I mean, he's a loner. He never really had a lot of friends.
According to his mother, Arjun is diagnosed with ADHD and suspected of having autism. He also struggled with PTSD and depression, conditions she said stemmed from traumatic experiences during his childhood in
Autism
Turkey.
and depression.
We are having some problem with him, and he's on probation for 5 years. So
Autism,
in that,
mental
yeah, for he had domestic
I feel
violation
like
after he break up from first girlfriend.
Oh, no.
So we started doing some that time. I had a problem with his self-control substances.
Hadijah explains that the breakup took a heavy toll on Arjun, while Molly offers insight into what caused the relationship to end.
How long did you guys date?
For about 9 months.
About 9 months. And tell me about your relationship.
It wasn't very good.
What do you mean?
His dad, he thought was his dad and I were just having a conversation about politics one night, and he thought his dad was looking at me the wrong way, and he attacked his dad.
What do you mean looking at you the wrong way?
Like suggestively.
He assaulted me one night that I didn't call the cops on him. When Molly was here, I was sitting on the floor in the garage talking to her, and he just hit me on the side of the head for no reason.
Documents obtained by investigators confirmed that Arjun was arrested and charged with 2 counts of domestic violence after assaulting his own parents.
Was he ever that way with you? Okay, tell me about that.
He would grab my arm and I had bruises for it.
According to interviews with people who knew him, Arjun engaged in relationships with both males and females, including the mother of one of his high school friends.
That's his problem right there.
Past partners revealed that he was gentle with men, but tended to be extremely rough and sometimes violent with women. In his senior year of high school, Arjun was arrested in 2015 for assault with sexual motivation, after he inappropriately touched 2 female students. Molly's next revelation is among the most unsettling details.
He told me after we broke up that he does not.
Like?
Bitch, and that's who you chose to be with?
Hey, bro.
This nigga was doing what, gang? Hold on, chat. Hold on, chat. We almost do this, bitch.
The most unsettling details.
He told me after we broke up that he does not.
Like, sexually?
And it's a boy dog.
Yo, I didn't even hear that. What?
Hey, bro, this dude is a pedophile.
A pedophile? That nigga is a
What am I watching?
That nigga is a beast, nigga. What the fuck?
A beast is crazy.
Yo, ain't no words for this nigga, bro.
After their breakup, Molly says Arjun
What is this
continued to
chat,
text her,
bro? What the
creating
fuck
multiple
is
accounts
this?
which she would continuously
Chat,
block.
look at this nigga.
Investigators
Why she
learned
set us
Arjun
up
was
like
blocked
that,
on
though?
Facebook by
Talk
56
about it. And it was a boy dog.
And it was a boy dog.
He messaged me on Facebook and told me, hey, to come back here and rape me.
Damn,
and tell me
seek.
anybody that got in their way.
As more details emerge, investigators press Arjun for answers about his past.
You're very skilled with a gun.
Did you ever play games growing up? Mario and stuff. Okay. So when I played Cops and Robbers, but I was no, they have video games and all that. No, I play tag and stuff. Okay, but what about video games? Playing yeah. What's your favorite? Battlefield. Okay. Which? Call of Duty. Oh, Call of Duty. Okay.
A former friend who used to play video games with Arjun later recalled concerning behavior during their sessions.
He's very violent in how he talks, like on Xbox.
How so?
Like when we would like start a game or something and we were like having a good time, there'd be like a countdown, it'd be like 3, 2, 1, and then you could just like see him like shooting in the air, like running in front, being like, "Allah Akbar," like saying things.
I feel like that's so normal shit for guys to play the game. Niggas that get a dub, start
Cause I'm not doing that, but I will scream all out before I run up in some I ain't gonna lie. Cause I'm dying regardless.
What was your response to them be? Wasn't that quite all the it wasn't bad. Boy, it was smooth. Because there are certain researchers out there that would say that playing first-person shooter video games prepare you for. I read things on senior folk that said that. I think it's the stupidest thing. Yeah, how come? Because it's not how it kills people. You don't kill people for your Call of Duty.
I'm trying to understand why you decided to walk in Richie's with a rifle and shoot people.
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
Just because you want to kill people. You know, that doesn't make you a terrorist. That just makes you a murderer.
As Arjun sticks to his story, the tension begins to boil over.
What? What are you mad at?
Could you?
Don't pull that as you got. I'm tired of listening to you go into your stories about I can't answer that, I can't. You just don't want to. So if religious judgment, a certain judgment, the religious guy, a true believer who looked at you and said, I am sorry, basically said, I forgive you for what you do, Russell Morton put bullets in his head.
He turning up, Chad.
When Sheila Martin is crawling for her life,
that's fucked.
And you see Catherine starting to shoot her
in the back.
Caitlin Fritz Diamond, 5 years old. She's in with her teeth, shielded by her 67-year-old mother, Belinda Garza, Belinda Galdi. What are
you murdered them?
Why?
My fault. I keep pausing this shit, but this nigga is like, he a bitch for real. Cause like, nigga, how you gonna try to kill all females? Not saying like he wants you to go kill some niggas, but like, bruh, he kills straight females, and they like, bruh, that's crazy.
You can sit and say nothing.
That's just his trait. They're talking about in high school he was soft with the niggas, and he was trying to be all tough with the
They
females.
do that now.
Safe person, or you can choose to tell your story.
Arjun leaves the interrogation room unwavering in his claim that the attack was an act of terrorism inspired by Al-Qaeda. But 3 weeks later, he returns with a different story, this time ready to reveal the true motivations behind his horrifying act of violence. His new confession, however, is soon followed by an admission that lays bare the logic behind his actions and hints at a deeply disturbed mindset.
I was angry.
What were you angry about?
This life, just
You don't seem like an angry guy.
Just work and school.
You ain't got that no more.
You ain't got none of them worries.
So tell us everything that was stacking up.
I had a talk with my dad. He was like, "You're kind of not ready for college. You got financial stuff. Buy a bunch of bills. You got to pay bills and the shirt and buy." So it kind of threw me off a little.
So I can totally get why that would frustrate somebody and why that would make you angry. But then, what was the mom gonna fix?
I don't know. Just that was just a plan of mine. That was for anything special.
After the mall incident, a former co-worker recalled Arjan once saying he planned to commit a mass shooting, loud enough for others to hear. What seemed like a joke then now stands out as a glaring warning for what was to come.
Arjan is just sitting like this, staring at the table and going, man, I saw a shot. And I think it was right when the shooting happened too. Like, some shooting somewhere happened. He's like, that's crazy how some people can do that. Like, what makes them want to do that? And I was like, yeah, I know, right? And all of a sudden he's like, I wonder if I could do that. Like, I saw a shooting back in Colorado. I was like, no, yeah, don't think about it. He's like, no,
James Holmes.
I'm really starting to think about it.
You said that's how he was.
That's probably what they're talking about right now.
Okay, dude, you do you. I didn't actually believe, like, that would happen.
Hey, man.
You want to let it play? We at the end.
Hell
Let's see. Yeah. Is it gonna stay on while you charge?
Hey, y'all, we having some technical difficulties right now, but it's alright. We can always get right. You feel me?
That shit only stays on for how long?
I was like, but it was easy to believe when it did happen because of that specific situation.
Did you enjoy it?
A little bit.
What about it did you enjoy?
Just the killing part.
Yeah.
What about the killing part?
Yeah.
Just
I guess not.
putting bolts in them. Yeah, it was pretty exciting.
Tell me about that excitement. Tell me about what's going on in your body.
It was a rush.
There's a rush.
I don't know what it sounded like.
No, you're not doing that. That's why we're talking.
Have you ever experienced anything else that gave you that kind of rush, you know?
So when did the rush start for you?
The first one. Or, well, no, taking the gun out of my trunk. So as soon as you pull the gun out, that's when the adrenaline goes jump.
And then you're like, game on.
Game on.
I think jihad or terrorism is the icing on the cake. Is that?
Makes sense? Yeah.
Is that accurate?
Yes.
That just adds to it.
Yes.
So when you're looking for that level of fame and fortune, where the president knows your name, the president knows who Arjan in Little Oak Harbor, Washington is. The governor knows who Arjan is. All these people across the nation, Fox News in New York knows who Arjan is. All these people know who Arjan is. Well, then if you want to add, let's throw a little jihad in. That's just icing, but really, Shia has nothing to do with this. Does it?
No.
Nope. And there is the grin.
In the months that followed, Arjan wrote 4 very long letters, including one to his mother that were about killing staff and inmates, eating people, and serial killers, and his own killings. In one he writes, I have no regret, killing people is fun. According to multiple news sources, he was later charged with 5 counts of aggravated first-degree murder. However, on April 16, 2017, 20-year-old Arjan Chetan was found unresponsive in his jail cell after taking his own life.
Damn.
2 notes were found in his cell, one which included a list of notorious killers, Dylan Roof, Ted Bundy, and Timothy McVeigh, who perpetrated the Oklahoma City bombing. Other messages read, don't want to spend life in prison, and I want the death penalty. Life here is miserable. In the aftermath of the shooting, the community established a temporary memorial at the Cascade Mall. Tanya Young, Shayla's daughter, established a memorial scholarship in her mother's name called the Shayla K. Martin Scholarship. The mall temporarily closed during the COVID pandemic and was rebranded as the Burlington Gallery when it reopened in 2024. If you'd like to see select new videos early and help us keep uncovering case files that rarely come to light, you'll find extra footage and unseen.
Damn, Chad, that shit's crazy, man. Look, if you ever going through something, you like depressed, please just go look for some help. Talk to somebody, bro.
Yeah,
don't do this.
Please don't.
That's crazy. So, bro just killed a whole bunch of people, took his life, and for what? That shit wild. But yeah, that's it, gang. Good looking, coming in, checking up. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we gonna get back with you, man.
All right,
yeah.
catch y'all boys.
Man.